What's going on YouTube? My name is Wayne and I go by the name K-Way Shop. I'm a reseller and I sell on sites like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Facebook Marketplace. And today I'm going to be bringing you guys another bulk buyout haul. Now I know recently I've been bringing you guys a lot of these haul videos, but that's because the buying opportunity is crazy right now. A lot of people are selling off their collections, and that's a huge opportunity for us resellers to purchase that inventory and then resell it online for a profit. Now, one thing everybody always asks for is the details on each one of these hauls, how I came across this, how much did I pay? So we'll get into those numbers and those facts before we actually start opening up the box. So first things first, how did I come across this haul? If you guys remember the last video where I had that huge Tommy Bahama unboxing haul of 237 Tommy Bahama shirts, the guy that I purchased that haul off of is actually the same person I purchased this haul off of. So after I did that first buyout, I messaged him and I said, hey, do you have any more items to sell? And he let me know that he had a bunch of really great inventory to sell. So we went back and forth a little bit and we settled on this deal. Now, this inventory that I got from him was completely different than the other inventory. That was all like summertime items, and these items are going to be definitely wintertime items. So stick around, and of course, if you like these kind of videos, go ahead and hit that like button. All right, so in this lot, there are 50 items, and I paid a total of $1,845.28. That's the price of the items and also the price to ship the items to me. The total cost per item broken down would be $36.91. So if you watched that last Tommy Bahama unboxing video, you know that I purchased most of my lots from this individual off of Facebook Marketplace, but luckily this time I didn't have to go through that trouble. Because the seller and I already established a relationship, he actually shipped me out the items first before I even paid him. Once I got the items in, he let me inspect them, and then I was able to Venmo him the money. Now, this circumstance is one of the only rare circumstances that I would say to Venmo a person a money online, because there's a lot of scams that go along with sending money via Venmo. So like I said, I was able to get these items in. I actually opened up one box just to verify that everything in the inside of the box was what it was supposed to be, and then I sent him the money already. So the other box is sealed, and I'll show you guys when I rip them open exactly what they look like. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and crack these open, and we'll get to looking at what items are in these boxes. And here is a visual of these two boxes. They are both the same size, and as I said, one of these I've already cracked open and just verified that the items on the inside are all what they're supposed to be. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all the items out, I'll set them up back here, and then we will go over a few examples of items that are in this bulk buy. All right, so I got everything unpacked behind me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through some of the lower tier items, and as we go on, you'll see some of the higher end items and the reason why I purchased this bulk lot. All right, so the first few items that we're gonna be unboxing is a bunch of Pendleton shirts. I picked up these for $25 each. There was supposed to be 40 total, but then when he recounted, he only had 37, so I only paid him for those 37, but 25 each for Pendleton items isn't too bad. There are some lower tier Pendleton items and higher tier Pendleton items, so we'll get to that as we go through the box. All right, so the first item I'm gonna go over is this Pendleton Canyon shirt. This one is made out of wool, and it has these snap buttons on the front, more of a Western style, and I should be able to get somewhere around $50 for the shirt. One thing I will say before I move on is I tend to price Pendleton items pretty high. We are in the middle of summer right now, and obviously not a lot of Pendleton items sell in the summertime because it's more of a winter brand, but right when we hit that wintertime pattern, these will skyrocket in price and they will sell for some good money. So when I give out these prices, keep that in mind. All right, this next item is a Pendleton high grade Western wear shirt. This is another 100% wool shirt. This one is a button down and not a snap button, and I will be pricing this one right around $50. Next up, I got a Pendleton Lodge shirt here. Really great pattern on this one, perfect for the fall, and that's why I said a lot of these items I'm gonna hold till that fall season. This one is again 100% virgin wool, and I'm gonna be pricing it anywhere between $60 and $70. Next up, we have a Pendleton original board shirt. This one actually is brand new with the tags, and because of that, I will be asking anywhere between $125 to $140 for the shirt. Next item I'm going to go over is a Scout Pendleton shirt. This one again is brand new with the tags, and because it is new with the tags, I'm going to be asking right around $125 for the shirt. All right, so this is a pretty cool find. This is a Pendleton board shirt. Nothing too crazy about this item. It is just simply a normal board shirt, but this item actually is pretty special because it is an XL long, which would be an XLT. If you look up these shirts, if they are these big and tall sizes, they go for some crazy money, and because of that, I'm gonna be asking right around $90 for this shirt. Now, I do have a lot of multiples in this lot. For example, there's 2 more Lodge shirts here, but the great thing is they're all different patterns, so I will be able to sell them very well because of that, and probably on Poshmark, I'll get a lot of bundle deals because of this. All right, here's a style you need to be looking out for when you're picking up these Pendleton shirts, and that is these Aztec prints on them. Because this one has this crazy print on it, I should be able to get anywhere between $70 and $100. I'll have to do a little bit more research because some of these are pretty collectible, so definitely have to research it and make sure I don't underprice myself. Here's another example of a shirt that is in a tall size. This one is XLT and it is a Sir Pendleton shirt. Again, because it is one of those rarer sizes, I'll be pricing this one up anywhere between $60 and $80. Now, I'm really excited because I just found out I have quite a few of these types of Pendleton shirts. This is a heavier duty wool shirt and it has a quilted lining all the way through it. And because of that, I should be able to get a little over $100 a piece for each one of these. And it looks like I have between 5 and 6 of this style. Now, if you're ever thrifting and you find Pendleton shirts and they have names on them, always be sure to look up those names. This is a Pendleton board shirt jacket, JAC. And that style sells really, really well. If this was just a normal board shirt, it would be again somewhere between $50 and $70 depending on the style. But because this is a board shirt jacket, I should be able to get anywhere between $100 and $125 for the shirt. Pretty cool too. I don't only have newer styles of the Pendleton jackets, but he did have quite a few of these made in USA Pendleton shirts, which means these are vintage. This one has a really great pattern to it. Not a super heavy duty one, so I would expect to get anywhere between $60 and $80 for the shirt. All right, here's another pretty cool find. This is a vintage XL long shirt. So these are super rare to come across. This one has a really great style and pattern to it. So I should expect to get anywhere around $80 to $100 for this shirt. All right, so I don't want to bore you guys too much, but most of these are just the Canyon shirts. Again, most of these will go anywhere between $60 and $80. There are some more of the heavier duty ones, which might command a little bit of a higher price, but as you can see, quite a bit of different colors in here. So really happy about this haul. All right, so let's move on a little bit from the Pendleton items and move on to some different brands. All right, so here's a brand you need to get familiar with if you don't know it. I've only found it once ever in the wild. I found it recently about 2 months ago. I did make a video on that over my Instagram and my TikTok, but the brand I am talking about is Filson. This is actually the vintage tag of these Filson items. This is a 100% virgin wool vest, just a regular brown vest. And what's crazy is these can command some really high prices. I expect this one to sell anywhere between $125 to $150. And here's another example of one of those vests. I ended up getting 2 of the vintage vests in this lot. This one might sell for a little bit more just because it has that nice plaid pattern to it. And here's another one of those Filson vests. This is a newer tag, so if you see this tag is definitely newer, but I really don't expect this to go for any less than the other ones. Again, I should expect anywhere between $125 to $150 for this vest. All right, so these next few items are the reason I paid up so much for this lot. Based off the buy cost per item, the Pendleton items aren't looking that great, but when I come to these next few items, you're gonna see why this lot was so great. So the first item I'm gonna go over, this is a heavy hitter, but the brand is Arc'teryx. Now this is a raincoat, and I believe on the sleeve, give me 1 second, right there. This is a Gore-Tex Pro rain jacket. Always be on the lookout for these. If you find these in the thrift, no matter what the price is, pretty much you're looking at a clean $300. I'm gonna list this really high because this is a pretty rare jacket. I'm probably gonna list it for right around $400, but if I get a $300 offer, I'll definitely take it. Always be on the lookout for that brand, Arc'teryx. Here is another one of those Arc'teryx jackets. This one isn't a Gore-Tex Pro. It is simply just a Gore-Tex jacket. Still on the low end, I expect to get somewhere around $200 for this jacket. I'll probably price it pretty high, around $350, and see what kind of offers come in. Here's another great Arc'teryx item. This is one of the packable lightweight jackets. I'm definitely gonna have to look up the style code on most of these because the prices are all over the place on eBay, and I'm not super familiar with this brand because I don't find it too often. It's pretty rare to find. Based off of sold comps, I should get on the low end around $150, on the high end maybe upwards to $300 for this jacket. All right, and we got another one of those Gore-Tex raincoats. This one is in a red colorway. All right, so here's an item I just told him to throw in. This is a wool coat by the brand, let me get the tag out for you guys. The brand is Mario's, and it says made in Italy on it. If anybody knows any information on this type of jacket, feel free to leave it down in the comments below. I couldn't really figure out anything online about this, but I decided to let him throw it in because it looks like a pretty high quality jacket. So again, if you have any information on this, leave it down in the comment section below. All right, so we're back to Pendleton items. This one is a little bit different. This is one of the vintage bomber jackets. I pick these up all the time. I normally try to find them with Aztec patterns on them and not just this simple plain color, but still this should go for some really good money. I expect to sell this for anywhere between $100 to $150. Next up, we have some Arc'teryx fleeces. This is just a simple green fleece, and if this was a North Face item or something like that, you would expect to get somewhere between $35 and $40, but this brand commands a higher value. I expect to sell this anywhere between $80 and $100. And here is another example of one of those fleece jackets. This one has the nice zipper pocket in the front, and this one again should go for anywhere between $80 and $100. And last item I'm gonna go over in this lot is gonna be another Arc'teryx item. This one has the nice logo in the front. This is a windbreaker and it's fleece lined. So this should do really, really good. This will command a little bit of a higher price than those other fleeces do. I expect to sell this anywhere between $125 to $150. All right, that's it for this unboxing video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Some really great brands in here, and I'm really excited to get these listed. If you're not following me over on TikTok, definitely give me a follow. Over the next few weeks, I will be listing these items, and I go live pretty much every single night out here in the garage and show my listing process. Also, if you're ever interested in purchasing any of the items that you see in any of my videos, feel free to DM me over on Instagram. Just take a screenshot of the item you're interested in and then send me a DM. Normally we can set up a better price if I'm able to go direct to customer instead of selling it on eBay. And as always, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up and definitely subscribe to this channel. Hit that bell notification so you know when a new video comes out. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time.